Okay, Merav, here's your summer workout. I'm going to have my friend Gracie demonstrating what you will be doing. First, we'll start with a warm-up, about 5 minutes, doing 4 different exercises. You can walk around your living room, your backyard, wherever, for maybe about a minute. Then you can do knee-ups, which Gracie's demonstrating. You just put your knee up to about your stomach height, or where your hands are, as you can see her doing. Just walk around for about a minute. Keep your core in nice and tight. Pull your abs in. Next, you can do jumping jacks, which you probably know how to do. If that's too much for you, you can just stand there and do modified jumping jacks, where you put your arms up and your legs out without jumping. Gracie will demonstrate that. Next, you can do a few shuffles across the floor. Just get down and shuffle, just like this. Remember, I'll go over all of this with you when I meet with you. And that is it for your warm-up. So just do those about 1 minute each, 1 minute 15 seconds, just to get your heart rate up a little bit, get your body warm before you actually start your exercises. The first exercise we're going to begin with is squats. Gracie's going to demonstrate how to do a proper squat. You can actually do it by a chair if that makes it easier. You're going to put your feet hip width distance apart and just bend your knees as if you're sitting in a chair. And you want to make sure that your knees do not go over your toes. You can see how she's doing it. Her butt is out. If you need a chair to ensure that you're going back properly, do that. Make sure that your weight is in your heels. Your toes can almost come up. I want you to do 3 sets of those, 15 reps. Okay, next exercise is tricep dips. You can use a bench, a table, a chair, whatever you have that can hold you up. Gracie's going to show you the beginner version with your knees bent. You're basically putting your hands behind you on the chair and just dipping down. Your elbows, you're only going to go so far. You can see exactly where her elbows are going to. She's doing a little bit more of an advanced dip where she puts her legs out. Keep your core strong. Only go down so far to where your elbows are bent, 90 degrees. 3 sets of 15 reps of those. Next exercise will be crunches. So you lay down with your back flat on the floor. Make sure your feet are hip width distance apart. Hands behind your head. You're just going to put your fingers lightly behind your head. Make sure you keep your elbows out, and you're just going to raise up. You're basically going to come up just enough to get your upper back off the floor, as you can see she's doing. Once you get advanced, we can change that up a little bit. But I want you to just start out with 3 sets of 15 of these. Keep your core nice and strong. Make sure you're not bending your neck. She's keeping hers nice and flat. You can see her elbows are staying out and not coming in as she comes up. Great. 3 sets of 15 of those to start with. The next exercise is a push-up, which you've probably done. If you haven't done these in a while and your strength isn't quite there, you can start out on your knees. Your hands are going to be wider than your shoulders. You're coming down. You're keeping your head straight. You don't want any wrinkles in the neck there. Just coming down almost to the floor and pushing yourself back up using your chest muscles. Once you get the strength to increase your strength, you would actually go on your tippy toes. You can see she's doing that here. So you can start out on your knees with those. You can do 3 sets of 15. Once it feels easy for you, you can increase that to 3 sets of 15 with your legs out on your toes. The next exercise will be bridges. You begin a bridge by going down and lying on your back, just like she's doing here. You want to lie flat, arms out to your side, knees about hip width distance apart, and you just want to raise up. You're basically using your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads for this exercise. Keep your core tight, and when you pull up, you want to squeeze your glutes. You see how she's raising nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time as she goes up. Keeping her core straight, her arms down to her side. You can start out by doing 3 sets of 15 of this exercise. Great. Our next exercise will be planks. So you can stay down on the floor. You just want to come to your forearms, legs out. Start with your forearms. There's a more advanced version, but we'll start this way. You just want to make sure that you keep your body nice and straight. You don't want your glutes, your hips sagging, and you don't want them too far up in the air. You want your body to be a straight line. Make sure that your forearms stay apart. A lot of people have a tendency to put their hands together, which makes it a lot easier. Pull your core in nice and tight. This is strengthening your core and your back. This is an advanced version. She went up on her hands. I want you to start out doing 30 seconds. 30 seconds seems short, but when you're in that position, it seems long. You can move up to advance to about 1 minute per set. So do 3 sets of those for 30 seconds each. Next exercise will be lunges. I want you to do 3 sets of each leg. So here she goes. You put your, there you go. She's just walking, alternating lunges. So you move your foot forward, back knee goes down. Make sure your front knee, does not go over your foot. And you want to move up and down. Make sure your body is a straight line. A lot of people have a tendency to kind of push their body forward as they're doing this exercise. So keep that nice and straight. You can see how she's just going down, like a straight line. There you go. Perfect. So do 3 sets of 10 for each leg. Next exercise will be mountain climbers. Mountain climbers are definitely going to get your heart rate up. So start with 30 reps of these. 1, 2, 3. You can see how she's basically bringing her knees to her elbows. Keep your butt down, make sure it's not rising, and just count to 30 for those. We can increase those as you build up your stamina. The next exercise is resistance band curls. So you're going to get your resistance band and just see how the resistance feels for you. We can go over this once I meet with you. She's basically doing a bicep curl. So yeah, curling her bicep, her forearm up to her bicep as she pulls the band up. So you put the band down on your feet, hip width distance apart, and pull up on the band for an isolated bicep curl. We can start out doing 3 sets of 15. Beginning. Next exercise will be, and the final exercise will be burpees. Burpees can be challenging for people. What she's going to do, there you see her go. It's kind of a cardio exercise. She puts her feet a little bit wider than her hips. Goes down in a plank position. It's all the way down. Make sure your arms stay at your side and they're not wide like a push-up position. And once you get down, you do a semi-push-up. There you go. Bring your feet back together, back wide, jump down. And I'd like you to do 3 sets of 10. These will really get your heart rate up. They're great for your lower body, upper body, kind of an overall body workout. And those are your warm-ups and all of your exercises for your summer fitness program.